So looking at this current Bitcoin price action, you can see guys, the price of Bitcoin after finding support above this 200 weekly SMA has started showing this bullishness. Why? Because we know this 200 weekly SMA in the past price action was a very important line of support. Each and every time the price of Bitcoin tested around this 200 weekly SMA, after that we had some very nice bullishness. But in our case, since the price of Bitcoin was below this 200 weekly SMA, it was acting as a resistance. It rejected the price couple of times. But now if we look in our case, this weekly candle is clearly above 200 weekly SMA, which is a very interesting scenario, and also indicating the upcoming days could be in favor of bulls. Yes, you heard that right. Not just because of this 200 weekly SMA. We found out, according to this bull flag, if this flag continuation is going to play out, then according to the flagpole, our target is going to be somewhere around 26,000. And we also found out, according to the Fibonacci extension line, the 100% Fibonacci extension line was also lining around 26,000 area. So that's why we said for this August month, 26,000 is going to be looked as our potential upcoming target for Bitcoin. But during this continuation, we found this head and shoulder pattern. Head and shoulder is a sign of reversal. The price of Bitcoin came exactly at the target area from this head and shoulder, and now we are showing this bullishness. But if this is going to be a trend continuation exactly around this 26,000, then you can see guys, doesn't matter how you look at it. Even if you would say, hey, I want to add another bull flag formation around this area, then you can see the price of Bitcoin is flashing this exact target, which is around 26,000 for this bull flag formation. So that's why guys, that's why this 26,000 is definitely going to remain as our potential upcoming target for Bitcoin. But if you look at this price structure around this area in a bit different way, yesterday we found a right angle broadening wedge type of formation, a descending broadening wedge type of formation playing out around this area. Let me show you that one more time. So those who watched my video from yesterday, they know we were talking about this breakout. As soon as the price manages to flip the upper line resistance into support, which was around 23,500 area, we are going to be very bullish. And now you can see, after breaking the upper line area from this broadening wedge, we started showing this bullishness. Now, if this trend is going to continue, then according to this broadening wedge, our target here in the medium short term is going to be somewhere around 24,000 area. But if you add another bullish formation inside this broadening wedge, then you can also see guys, the price of Bitcoin here is forming inverse head and shoulder type of formation. And according to this inverse head and shoulder also, if you measure the neckline till the headline, this is exactly what we are going to get. I mean, the target around 24,500 area. So that's why this 24,500 is going to be remaining as our upcoming target for the immediate short term. So let's hope that the price of Bitcoin manages to break this resistance and also flip that into support, because we know by doing that we could be triggering another very bullish movement here in price action of Bitcoin. And what is that? This CPR indicator, because according to the CPR indicator, this is one of my favorite indicator, because it always gives us information beforehand. And according to this CPR indicator also, you can see the price of Bitcoin came and tested the top CPR line, but found support above it. And as soon as we found support above this top CPR line, we also started this bullishness. And now, according to this leading indicator, we already have a new price target for this August month, which is lining around 25,700 to 26,000 range. So that is also a reason why I think this 25,700 to 26,000 could be looked as our target area for this August month, and price could be also testing around that area before again choosing a actual trend duration. So that's why guys, that's why right now what we want the price of Bitcoin to do is to remain above this 23,000 area. And also guys, also beside this example, what I want to talk about in today's video is this crossover from moving averages. So guys, now if you look at these moving averages, 20 and 50 exponential moving average, you can see the price of Bitcoin did found support at this 20 exponential moving average and has already broken the resistance from this 50 exponential moving average. And now what does this mean? If you look at this price action carefully, we could be witnessing another bullish crossover here in moving averages. What I mean by that, if we are going to see this crossover, the 20 exponential moving average crossing above this 50 exponential moving average, then things are going to be turning very, very bullish for Bitcoin. Why? Because we have found out in past price action, if you go back here and look at the past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin has showed this bullishness, what has happened before? The moving averages. If you look at this 20 exponential, the green line, it was always above the 50 exponential moving average. Vice versa, when you see this red line above 20 exponential moving average, then the price starts showing weakness here as well. But as soon as this 20 exponential started appearing above 50 exponential moving average, the bullish crossover, you can see we also had this very, very bullish scenario. But the opposite led to a bigger price retracement. Each and every time the 20 exponential was above 50 exponential moving average, you can see we always had this very nice bullish movement, right? So that's why, guys, that's why what we want right now is also another bullish crossover here in price action of Bitcoin, because this here is still a bearish crossover. 50 exponential is above 20 exponential moving average. So since this MACD, which was a bearish MACD cross yesterday, is again turning bullish, now the only confirmation what we need is this crossover, the 20 exponential crossing above 50 exponential moving average. Because if we do that, then this trend is going to be very, very bullish in the upcoming days and even in the upcoming month for Bitcoin. But one thing what we are not allowed to forget, beside all of this bullish scenario, if we look at the price action here in a bit different way, you can see we are also forming a rising wedge type of formation around that area. Let me show you here. So guys, now let me talk about this one very, very interesting scenario. This is rising wedge, and rising wedge is considered as a bearish scenario. But in our case, we just found out, looking into different perspective, there is a very high chance that the price of Bitcoin could see this further movement here towards this 26,000 before choosing a trend direction. And now, according to this rising wedge also, the price did found support at the lower line area. And in the past price action, we have found out each and every time the price of Bitcoin has tested the support from this rising wedge, we have seen some very nice bullishness. So if this is going to be happening this time as well, I mean the price of Bitcoin showing this bullishness, testing the resistance around 26,000, then we have to be very careful, because this could be turning out in this manner. I mean the price of Bitcoin showing bullishness around 26,000 and then this massive price retracement. Why this will make a lot of sense is because if you look at this example which I just showed you, if you look on the right hand side, this flag, after reaching the target from this flag, you can see what does the price does. It starts showing this weakness and also a reversal. So that's why, guys, that's why even though this rising wedge is considered as a bearish scenario for the immediate short term and in the upcoming days, this could be in favor of bulls. And only after reaching around the 26,000, maybe we could be starting this bearishness. But until then, we still have a lot of room to grow for Bitcoin. Not just only this example, also the ascending broadening wedge. We know if this is going to be a movement here to the upside, then this upper line is also lining between 25,500 to 26,000 area, because getting rejection from the upper line area is also getting rejection from the 25,700 area. Also the target from this bull flag and this Fibonacci extension line. So that is the reason, if we are going to see this bullishness, then let this continue. But after reaching around this 26,000, we have to be extremely careful, because we don't want this to be turning out into another massive movement here to the downside, because we have seen a lot of rising wedge turning into a bullish breakout, but at the end showing weakness again. And also from this bull flag, you can see after reaching the target area, the price usually shows this retracement. So that is the reason we are going to be careful. But until we reach around that area, the price of Bitcoin could be showing this bullishness, even if we are going to see any sort of a retest here in the immediate short term. I mean price coming back to retest the previous temporary baseline around this 23,500, 23,600, and then again showing this bullishness. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please, guys, destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now, by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.